Good morning, good morning. Oh, I can't breathe. Today's day 15, magically heal your relationships. So, if you have a difficult or broken relationship, are suffering from a broken heart, or hold any resentment or blame towards another person or anything, you can change it through gratitude. Gratitude will magically improve any difficult relationship, whether that person is a husband or wife, brother or sister, son or daughter, partner, boss, business client, work colleague, mother or father-in-law, parent, friend, or neighbor. When we are faced with a difficult relationship or a challenging situation in a relationship, in most all cases, we're not in the least bit grateful for the other person. Instead, we're busy blaming the other person for the problem we have with them, and that means we don't have a shred of gratitude. Blame is never going to make a relationship better. It's never going to make your life better. In fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship gets, and the worse your life gets. Whether it's a current relationship or past relationship, if you harbor bad feelings towards another person, practicing gratitude will eliminate those feelings. Why would you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one that gets burned. Gautama Buddha, founder of Buddhism. Bad feelings about another person burn your life, but gratitude will eliminate them. For example, if you have an ex-partner who is connected to you through your children and the relationship isn't good, look at your children's faces and realize that they wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for your ex-partner. Your children's life are one of the most precious gifts you have. Look at your children and give thanks to your ex-partner for their lives every single day. As well as bringing peace and harmony to the relationship through your example, you will be teaching your children the greatest tool for their life, gratitude. Or if you are suffering from a broken heart or grief due to a relationship having ended, you can use gratitude's magic power to transform your pain. Gratitude magically transforms emotional pain into healing and happiness faster than anything else, and the story of my parents is the perfect example of that. My mother and father fell in love with each other virtually at first sight from the moment they met. They were truly grateful to be with each other, and they had the most beautiful marriage I have ever seen. When my father died, my mother understandably suffered from enormous grief. After months of suffering, she began to use gratitude's magical power, and despite her immense grief and pain, she looked for things to be grateful for. She began with the past, and she recalled all the wonderful times of happiness she had received through the decades with my father. Then she took the next big step, and she looked for things to be grateful for in the future. One by one, she found them. She found or remembered things she had always wanted to do but didn't have time to do when my father was alive. And with this courageous step of gratitude, opportunities to fulfill her dreams magically poured in, and her life became rich with happiness again. The magical power of gratitude gave my mother a new life. For today's magical practice, you are going to look for a hot coal that is burning in your life and literally turn it into gold through gratitude. Choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. It doesn't matter whether the person is currently in your life or if it is a past relationship and the person is no longer in your life. Sit down and make a written list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you've chosen. Think back through the history of the relationship and list great things about the person or great things you received from the relationship. The easiest way to do this is to think back to the way things were before the relationship deteriorated or ended. If the relationship was never good, then think hard about any good qualities in the person because they are there. The magical practice is not about who is right or wrong. No matter what you feel someone has done to you, no matter what someone said or didn't do, you can magically heal the relationship, and you don't need the other person in order to heal it. There is gold in every relationship, even the difficult ones, and to bring riches to all relationships in your life, you have to find the gold. As you dig and discover a nugget of gold, write it down and address the person by name and express your sentence in gratitude. Name: I'm grateful for blank. Paul: I'm grateful for our time together. While our marriage did end, I learned a lot. I am so much wiser today, and I use what I learned from our marriage in many of my relationships today. And she gives 10 different examples. Paul: I'm grateful for everything you did to try to make our marriage work, because 10 years of marriage means you did try. And she keeps going to number 10. By the time you finished your gratitude list of 10 things, you should feel much better about the person and the relationship. The ultimate point you want to reach is where you don't have any bad feelings towards the person anymore, because it's your life that is harmed by those feelings. Every relationship is different, and if need be, you may choose to repeat the magical practice over several days until you reach a point where you don't have any bad feelings towards the person anymore. If you are using gratitude's magical power to improve a current relationship, you will see the relationship begin to change miraculously before your eyes. It only takes one person to magically change a relationship through gratitude, but it is the person who uses gratitude who receives the benefits in their whole life. If you choose a past relationship where you are not in contact with the person anymore, you will feel a peace and happiness fill you, and at the same time you will see other current relationships in your life magically improve. In the future, if a relationship becomes challenging, remember to use this magical practice immediately. You will stop the difficulties before they get any bigger, and instead you will increase the magic in the relationship. Magical practice number 15, magically heal your relationships. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you're grateful. Read your list, and at the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for the blessings as you can. Choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. Sit down and make a list of written 10 things you're grateful for about that person you've chosen. Write it down in the following way. Name: I'm grateful for blank. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in your hand and say the magic words thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So, this is not an easy one, but you have to look at this exercise as holding on to grudges. So you can use Ho'oponopono for this practice today too as well. When you hold on to grudges, when you don't forgive, it's you that suffers. It's you that your body gets sick. It's you that harbors these lower vibrations that are getting in the way of manifesting. And I could go on and on and on why you shouldn't do this. And choose the one relationship that's the hardest, the one that's really challenging you. And if you don't have any hard relationships in your life at all, maybe pick a situation where you went through one with someone, and follow these practices, because it's good to go through the practice. And we all have some situations where we were harboring some hard feelings. Some of us, it's easier for us to forgive than others, and you're lucky if you are. But still do the practice, and still, what am I trying to say? You're trying to you're trying to get the habit formed in your subconscious. So it's important to do it even if your relationships aren't any worse, because you can't make it any worse by doing gratitude for people. It just makes it better. So put your heart and soul into it and realize that it may not be easy because you might be harboring some hard feelings towards this person, but you literally create your environment around you. So if the relationship is hard, it's partly due to yourself and your energy too. I know that's hard to hear, but when you can't find something to be grateful for about a person, then you're creating those circumstances around you. You're creating more animosity. You're creating more situations to feel not seen, not heard. You honestly, like, one thing that I know after doing this book so many times is you are honestly the creator of your life. You create these circumstances. So, not that you do this on purpose to yourself, it's just something happened, you got triggered, and instead of, working your way through it, it's created a mountain out of a molehill, and now it's like you're not even sure how you got there, which is fine. Don't be hard on yourself, but understand that you have tools in this book to help fix these situations. And in order to have better, sometimes this is what you need to do is remove some of this stuff out of your life. Like, remove these hard feelings. If you can go 0 to 100 within 5 seconds, it's old pains that you're holding on to and that need to be addressed, and you're probably being triggered in your relationship. So do your best to try to make it through this exercise. I want to say episode. Make it through this exercise, because it's going to free you. And what she's doing is she's creating momentum, which is fantastic. So we do the first 10 exercises, be grateful for past things to get that momentum going. And then we start focusing on future and things that are in our reality now. And she's also including exercises to help heal us and help remove these obstacles that are literally, little pangs of energy coming out of us, because they're always present. It's always there when we're harboring, bad feelings for someone, and they're going out into the universe and they're literally repelling some of the stuff we're trying to manifest. So it's a pretty magical book. So I look forward to tomorrow again. Sorry I didn't do a live yesterday. I got up at 6 in the morning and I drove from Vancouver to Kelowna. It's about a 5-hour drive, and I was so tired when I got back. I was going to do my video, but I was almost falling asleep when I was driving. So I had a long night of work to do, so I hopped into bed and had a nap. So forgive me. I figured I'd start at 15 because that's the day that I'm on, and I missed it yesterday anyway, so we can all just do it together and be back on the same page. So I love you guys. I look forward to hearing what's happening in your life. Let me know how the magic is working for me, and let me know what day you're on. I'd love to hear. I miss you all, and have a good day, you guys.